What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. It is time for the 11th hour. We are rescuing one of our contact's sons, who is been captured by a criminal syndicate deep under this area. And the cool thing is, the guy is a Scourge. The guy has a prototype chem hive in his head, which would make him pretty useful. So there's a red key somewhere, or we can try to hack the matrix host on this map to open it up. So we got a host there. Otherwise, we got to try to find the red key. We can steal it from a guard captain here, or a guard captain there. There's only 2 enemies on the screen right now. There is a long-range camera, which would be a little bit annoying. Have to try to drop these guards or bypass them. The tough thing is, with the host being over there, of course we could bypass the host entirely and not care about it, but there's clearly going to be some kind of bottleneck here in the middle. We don't need the optional loot, of course. Again, I would like to bypass these guys as much as possible. It's just, you know, damage you don't have to deal. So, normally when I play this mission, I end up actually cleaning this out and then slowly walking forward, but I'm going to try a different sort of tactic here and see if I can play something a bit weirder and look for something reasonably more involved. So, based on where the guys are facing, I think they're going to kind of stay down over here. So I'm going to go ahead and spam yield until they've moved. And look for, yeah, a kind of different approach. I'm not sure it's going to be correct, but I am curious what it's going to look like. So we'll see what happens. The way I've delayed everything, we're actually going to now be without... so you're going up that way. That's not ideal, but I can still play around that. You are walking away. That's good for me. So yeah, what I'm missing out on here is I don't have an easy way to get my sniper to go next. My Simon has to basically play her entire turn out without the ability to get JTAC or Strike Zone because they didn't bother to play a little proactively and set that up. So a couple options here. I could play incredibly loud and just try to shoot these guys from the very start. It's not going to be the cleanest. The guards will certainly try to investigate. Every shot that a group can hear is 2 tally. It's not the most ideal. But I'm kind of liking, like, what if we just took the high ground right away? The only tough thing is that the grunt captains are relatively tanky. They did just scale again. So they've got 77% damage reduction and a solid amount of HP. I also would like to ideally only spend an odd amount of AP, but that's not going to be possible. So I might try to reload in the middle here, but okay, there's another grunt captain there. Yeah, those are the 2 captains, right? So outdoor range better here. So let's just shoot this guy who's up first. And then you might kill. Okay, you didn't. So sadly, because of just the timing of everything, we don't get to any value from something like Steamroll yet. It would be nice to buff them all at a pretty useful turn and get some benefits from that. We just don't have that right now. So once this time's out, there we go. And I think actually, based on where these guys all are, I think actually strike zoning the entire squad is also acceptable. So just putting the buff down on like this entire group, I think is very functional. I think we'll get some real value out of it. So of course you drop. Now I can go for the sniper. A lot of like weird range and stuff issues, but we've got 5 AP, which is 3 shots. And so we just get rid of some of the garbage, slowly wear them down with our pistols. Worth noting that I did buy planned advantage, so I get initiative, AP, and a move point at the start of each stage. This is a 2-stage mission, so it functionally pops twice, which is great. That's very powerful. We are slowly whittling away the number of guards who can hear assault rifle gunfire. They're not all gone yet, but... now we have to think about things like well, these cameras, how much do we care? How deadly are they going to be? What do we want to, what do we want to actually try to clear out here? I think my sniper running along here is not going to be ideal. I might actually try to run on this side. Actually, it's probably not going to be realistic because of where JTAC is. We're probably going to fight from this side. Initiative roll looks good overall. Grab my free loot because I can. Not bad. This is either an armor or it's a shotgun. It's one of the two. I think it's a shotgun, actually. And then my hacker's going to be a little bit useless in that he has a lot of AP to spend and nothing to really kill. I think actually going for early disable on the camera is fine. The problem is, it's going to be annoying kind of no matter what happens because I'm just wasting AP no matter what we do. I could go for a double packet loss and keep this down for a long time. That would at least let me use my AP fairly efficiently. But there's no real way to kill this guy without you seeing the corpse or something else going kind of weird. So yeah, unfortunately I have a little bit of wasted AP that I really can't get around. The other question basically is, how many of these guards do I have to kill? And like, do I have access to them easily? Right, like, pretty sure we still want to kill all three of them. We don't have to hack the thing, but I do want the free loot. I really like free loot. So there's more guards over there. Okay, let's just go double packet loss. It is 8 use of action points. Put him a little bit closer so that he's, a bit more ready to enter the action. The thing I'm afraid of is how tanky that guard captain is going to be, and how annoying these guys are going to be as well. But I think through things like look ahead, I can figure out what we actually care about, what we don't. And if I didn't care about Tally at all, I would just shoot this guy right now, but he wouldn't die. And so, even if I didn't use my 3 AP to go to this box and grab stuff, I think he still doesn't die in time. And even regardless, he would reveal the corpse and, make me regret that. If we could kill this guy, would be okay, but that's not really realistic. So, you'll just end your turn. The AA knows nothing. We can skip past that. Okay, so ideally, yeah, okay, we're going to do a yield and not a delay because I need to know some information. Where are these guys all headed, basically, right? So you're just going to walk away. You are going to walk straight forward, and then you're going to walk away as well. But you're going to walk away, out of line of sight. Or, out of strike zone. In fact, both you will. And, I mean, maybe we can let, everyone run away and, actually just not deal with them at all. That actually feels functional, right? Letting him leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be able to walk past his hearing range, maybe knock him down because he's going to be annoying and in the way, and that'll be good enough that we can kind of get through these idiots. Yeah, that feels functional. Gotta hide from you, but that's it. Let's make sure you're hidden enough. But yeah, based on what I know, we're not going to get spotted by these guys, so go ahead. Go ahead and have your turns. You're walking closer. Oh, shoot, you can actually see up that close. That's a problem. Yeah, you're at least far away. You're walking away, sure, whatever. You're walking back away. You're also walking away. Again, I don't have to do this. I'm just doing it for optional loot, which, again, you can totally claim is the wrong choice. How far do you see, really? Actually, you don't see everything. We can have to kind of sneak somewhere kind of weird to do it. We could kill you. You would actually die in a spot where this guy wouldn't be able to see you. But it's not to kill this guy, I'm pretty sure. That's fine. Alright, I've got a plan. It's not the best plan I've ever seen, but I think it'll function. And again, it's not required to get the loot here. We can just say screw it, kill exactly this captain and go. Part of me actually wants to do it that way. The reason is I don't want a bunch of security tally. So I think I am going to pivot and be no, actually, Let's just throw a bunch of bullets at this guy very slowly and, like, wear him down. That's more where I'm leaning. I know I threw down Strike Zone. I'm not going to use it at all, but... Well, no, I used it for a couple of kills, but... I actually think it's the better play to try to kill this Grunt Captain. And then just evac, like, quite quickly. We know where you're headed. We don't know where you're headed. Yeah, you don't see the box. You clearly won't see the box. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is how good my niche is going to be on a future turn. But I think we'll be okay. So yeah, I'm deciding to change the plan and be a bit more stealth focused. You're going to hear footsteps. That's a problem. I mean, I could run there, but I think sneaking this way is, you know, more direct and more correct overall. Hiding behind this box will be... It'll count as stealth. This guy will be in an annoying spot. Whatever. Right, we know that this is a valid guard captain. So let's just do it that way. Let's just... We're losing out on some loot, but... I think it's, like, just barely correct for the overall mission pacing. Because part 2 still exists and absolutely matters here. So... Yeah, we'll just put down JTAC. We're probably going to use, like, full auto, actually, and have to kill all 3 of these guys, but that'll be okay. Then I think if we're not using the pistol for anything... Well, let's see. I'm outside of camera vision, and we don't know what this guy's doing, but he's probably not going to be able to see over, so I can just take the reload and it's fine. I think that'll be functional. And I know I ran you away, but I have to run you back now. I don't need to, but I'm going to precast marker sites. I won't use up all 2 charges, but whatever. Alright, well, after that weird pivot, I think this turn is going to be okay. I think letting him walk up to be in range of the AoE is probably correct, of the full auto. You're actually farther away, which is actually a good thing. You're going before most of my team, so I need to wait. Yep, you're very far away, which is fine with me. You're over there, which is very reasonable. We can kill you from there. Letting you walk up to join this group, I think, is fine. You'll be a little annoying to kill, but I think it's still okay. I'm worried about where you're going, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so JTAC from roughly here. Roughly here. Seems correct. Ooh, that's... No, that's fine. That's fine. I know where you're headed. I wish... Well, no. We used Strike Zone reasonably well. Okay. That's almost everyone finishing their turn. Let's walk away from you. Yeah, let's move in case you walk closer and would, like, somehow see me. Okay, so... Here's the annoying part. My gun is loud. These guys both hear the gunfire. If I go here, you still hear the gunfire. If I go here, you still hear the gunfire. Man, this gun is really loud. Yeah, I'm still off by like 4 meters. It's not close. Alright, well, let's start by standing here. This gets me like out of their eyesight for sure. And if she has to follow up with like basic pistol shots, she will. I don't believe... Wait, no. I think you have an armor debuff, right? You still have... Oh, I don't have flush yet. Okay, I didn't bother to land... to spend a point on flush, so I don't have that. Okay. Yes, you are walking forward, so I'm glad I moved, because that would have been very annoying for me. I think ideally we get no tally from this fight, but... Based on the fact that you're going to see the body for sure... You wouldn't, but I don't know if I can kill both of you reliably. So if I go like this, all 3 of them are going to be involved in the fight. Like, so here's the thing. They're all going to constantly report gunfire, which means I am going to get a bunch of security tally from this. Unless I'm really sure I can get this kill with just pistol damage, then the only thing we get is you raising the alarm on seeing a corpse. But that is going to be slow going. You're taking 23% damage from every attack. That is not a great deal. Like, this guy even has some pure damage, and it's like, yeah, good luck with that one. Right? We're doing 155. We're doing, like, under 40 damage per hit. We need to shoot 10 times. Plus a little bit from pure damage, but, like, I think we just have to send it. If we get lucky and we shred first burst, it looks a lot nicer. That's actually huge. This gives us the chance to cut down at least one of them. In fact, I'm going to go for marker sites here. This actually might just catch them both. It does. I can maybe clear both of them out with that. Because now... No, this guy hears it. You jerk. And she's actually just such an awkward spot where I can't even get a clean shot there. Like, if you didn't hear the gunfire, this would look so good. But, you know, we don't really have that. So what I might do is go to here. Even if I go, like, here, right? That's still, you know, only one of you not hearing gunfire, which is, like, kind of functional. I think we can clean this guy up. I think we can kill you. And I think we can kill you. The power of full automatic weapons. Okay, I'm basically... Yeah, darn. If only the terrain were slightly different. So I'm basically trying to really, really greed. Not having to deal with an escalation. That crit is huge. Thank you, crit chance. That's going to be red key. Great. Alright. Of course, your turn is done. Wait, really? That's valid? No way. So if I stand right here, that's legal. Okay, I mean, we take those. I didn't know that. That's great. Yeah, right here, right? Right here is 2 shots, and 2 people can hear the gunfire. That's what it's telling me. Wait, I've got a... It's like really tight. Okay, it's telling me right there is functional. Alright. Well, let's Iron Grip for a little bit of accuracy and bonus damage. If I crit, she's actually taking a lot of damage here. I mean, it's a coin flip to crit, which, you know. We didn't. We crit the other one. Only you heard gunfire. You're just doing your normal, you know, regular patrol thing. Unfortunately, I don't have range for this, so I'm really relying on my Cybernite landing the exactly one last shot here to make this happen. So I didn't have the AP for the rest of this one. I mean, yeah, maybe if I was a little bit... Yeah, I didn't... There's no way to get, like, the correct distance here. That wasn't going to happen. That's okay. So I've got to get a little bit lucky here. I probably should have preserved a few more action points on the Cybernite. I still can get it. It's just going to be a little bit tough. So this will hit. Like, I will count as from stealth. I have decent crit chance, but unless I want to shoot the assault rifle... So, like, here. Here's my options, right? So if I go here, I can shoot the pistol, and I have a coin flip to crit, and if I crit, she dies, right? The alternative is shoot the AR, and it's basically guaranteed to kill. But that will make these 2 hear gunfire. They will report it to the Sec AI. They are not guaranteed... Actually, wait, are you looking at me as though you heard gunfire, actually? I'm not sure. You shouldn't have heard it, but there's actually a chance you did anyway. I'm going to go ahead and say that, hey, the correct number of people have reported gunfire here. I think it's going to be alright. In fact, 4, so I guess there's one more person. Yeah, you're also going to hear gunfire. That's still only 2 tally, period. I think I'll take the gamble. I'll go for the gamble, coin flip to crit, and if I get it, we're completely chilling. If not, we're running for the exit. Damn. Oh well. Coin flip failed. Well, we're getting an escalation. I have Tactical Surge up. It should allow us to fully evacuate. However, I am pretty sure we're going to get some landmines. Usually the first escalation is landmines. Yep. Only one, and we can bypass it, I think, for the most part. So, we know the escalation. We know what guards are going to try to do. The important thing is to try to get as straight of a line as possible. Like one person grabs that, then goes. Of course, you have to send the entire team because this person has seen all kinds of war crimes. So, Tactical Surge, of course. Security Scramble. Okay, well, let's see. So, you're going to have... Because the exit's right here, of course. You're going to have more than enough AP after shooting and using Security Scramble. So, this is safe. There's the crit. Thanks, game. Oh, yeah, we also get to finally trigger Steamroll. I forgot about that. Of course, these guys are headed my way, but I don't think they're going to be able to endanger me. Like, they're far enough that it's going to be fine. Let's turn off the landmine. Let's grab the thing. Alright. I can now do a short yield. We can have the soldier gunslinger walk up to here, basically right to the edge. That should be fine. I'm very sad I lost that crit coin flip, but oh well. We open the door with the new red key. The elevator's been called, and the cool thing is, pretty much my entire team is good initiative, so they can all run right here, and then we can all hit the extract, and I'm pretty sure I could have planned that turn a little bit better, probably to give my Cyberknight 2 shots, or try to have my hacker have a better full auto lineup on those two. I'm pretty sure I could have found one, so that we had a chance at evacuating at security level 0. That would have been ideal. Oh well, we lose 2 boxes of loot, we lose 1 host of loot, but this mission going clean I think is more important. So, down we go. Hit the extract. And it's time for part 2 of 11th Hour. A lot of concrete over our heads. And there is our target. Something's not right. There isn't a surgical suite down here. They are holding him for someone. So Warner Braun is coming. That's a problem. So the nice thing is we have some bonus, action points and initiative and stuff. So there's 2 cameras here. We're running over there. So there's only 2 cameras and a pressure sensor. Like, that's not horrible. Sec level 1. Worth noting, though, escalation's on 10, and we're getting 2 per turn. So every 5 turns is guaranteed escalation. In fact, in 4 turns, we're getting a guaranteed one. So we have 3 devices to get rid of, and we have exactly 3 disables on the squad. So that's some quick math. Obviously, want to use the default buffs where we can. Where are you guys headed? You are going to eventually look to the left, and you are going to walk away. Which means, ideally, we should let you waste your turn at the start of this. I wish I remembered which way this camera turned. I never do. I played this mission like 5 times. I never remember if this camera turns like downwards or not. Or if you can like truly bypass it. I mean, if you can like run far enough, we can bypass it, but good luck with that. So we throw down the soldier buff. At least we can all run really far and run really fast. But realistically, we should let these guards go be useless and not have to kill them. It means there's no chance for corpses to get revealed. It means there's no chance for free security tally. All useful. So, you're walking away. Thank you very much. And of course, your still debuffs are going to know what you're doing for the next 2 moves as well. I think it's for 2, maybe it's for 3. You're turning away, which we know. And so what's next? Well, what's next is you're going to go back all the way down here, which means you're not going to see this area. In fact, neither are you. So this area is like safe-ish. Let's start by going part way, right? by here, we'll know a lot about other guards. Yep, there's quite a few of them. Go to there. Get a bit more info. Okay, so there's a ton up that way. But this area is relatively tame. Again, relatively, not super tame by any means. But looks like with what these guards are looking at and this sniper, this is a crew we have to probably kill. Don't want to use the assault rifle because that's going to be very loud and thus quite bad for me. Ideally, shoot from around here seems decent. You will see me, and it is what it is, but at least I can get, what, 3 shots off without getting spotted by anybody else. That's at least functional. Okay, a little bit more info. You're there, but there's no one, like, you know, in this area other than what we already know, right? Like, this is about the limit of our vision range. So, like, you know, maybe someone's in the back room, right? We don't know that. But no one's, like, here, based on the fact that we can see this at whatever that distance is, like 38 meters. Right, you're at 29. There's no one, like, 9 meters back right here. Maybe up there, but again, that's as far as we know. Obviously, the AR would be kind of useless. We'll shoot the guy who's up close because we can reach him. Ooh, I would love to yield to get steamroll to pop on other people, but we don't really have that possibility. So sadly, we're gonna have to waste this. Because the only person I can directly yield to is my hacker, which, like, I'd rather have him yield and then be able to use JTAC and everything else. So unfortunately, steamroll has to be wasted because of the pacing and everything. So this guy probably dies. We don't get anyone else. In fact, because she has no other time on the turn, it's literally wasted and she's going to get nothing. Oh well. Now you will actually directly yield so that you can go. Yeah, we can't jump over that wall, so... Wait, who is shootable then? It says we have line of sight on one person, but I don't see any blue lines here. We can at least go there pretty cleanly. They're clearly going to walk that way, at least to start. Run past all these guys, get a ton of distance traveled over first turn. And then... Realistically, I feel like I know enough where I can play this... I don't want to say loose, necessarily, but... Okay, so there is a guard up there. Good to know. Buff the attacks from... I'd say around here, actually. And do I want to strike zone this area? I think the strike zone targets are like these. This guy. Like, not this one, but like these two. I think vaguely aiming around here is acceptable. And I think we'll make the progress by the end of, like, the correct turn for this to, like, actually work. So it's going to be this play. I want to marker sights that guy. Probably not. I think I can let my soldier do it. You will see the body, but I think we can kill you too. If I'm wrong, that's going to be a problem. And the crits make everything so much easier. We have to go really far every turn to be able to do anything, but... Yep, so I'll put you there. It looks like 2 shots a person isn't great. Oh, I'm going to walk by the camera. Shoot, I think I should go with the pathing. Okay, no, I saw a yellow icon, but it was JTAC, not the camera. Okay, we're chilling. Yeah, so the difficulty is we can't kill you. There's no way you have the damage. Like, that's going to take way too long. You've got, you know, we've got range problems, we've got recoil problems, and so you're going to see this body and report it. That's going to require somebody heading towards me. Still better that you die than anything else go weird, but yeah, there's the corpse discovered. Yeah, looks like +3 from seeing a corpse, which is pretty much the expectation there. Let's go ahead and marker sights you. And there's, like, really no way we can kill, right? That just doesn't seem possible at all. We win on initiative, thankfully, but... It's like, yeah, if you had, like, maybe 5 AP, there'd be a chance on a lucky crit, but, like, with 3, I'm not seeing it. So also make sure you don't get seen by the camera. Now, the nice thing is we're still not getting an escalation yet. But we are going to have somebody sent to go... Actually, we might not even have that happen. It probably will send someone via the AI, but that's not an absolute guarantee. Okay, I thought I was going to exceed the camera there. I kind of screwed up the pathing. Okay, that should still clearly be inside of JTAC. I think fighting from here is fine, right? I don't see why I wouldn't. .25 meters is not good accuracy, by the way. I'll have to kind of walk up for that, but... Again, our initiative rolls are all higher, so I'm not super concerned yet. And again, I think this is unreasonable, going for 2 shots here. I would have to get way too lucky for this to work, so that's not the play. Yeah, let's put you behind cover. Okay, there is another guard there, and he is not under strike zone, so I didn't get that right. I think I should save packet loss until we're actually going to walk over this. The duration is more important than the cooldown. So sadly, strike zone's only on 2. Landmines are going to be very annoying to deal with. Thankfully, you can walk around them. This pathing here gets around them, but... Wait, it was sec level 1? Oh, I guess because it's sec level 1, they just always do landmines at the end of the first turn or something. I think if you get down at sec level 0, they don't put the mines up. I'm not sure about that, but that's what it feels like. And that's scary. The Brock Executioner is here. Clan Brock, the people we killed. So I guess I'll tell the story of this mission, because I realized I hadn't actually put that out there, and it wasn't in the recording either, because I'm starting these on mission start. So Warner Braun is, of course, the German megacorp in this game. They're looking for Warren. If that Executioner reaches Warren, he'll be dead. If they're alert, they're going to run faster. All right, so Warren here is the son of a corp splicer contact. In the sort of mission lore, the how do I say it? I'm blanking. Sorry. His mom was killed by a higher up of Warner Braun, and so he and his dad, the corp splicer, got implanted him with a prototype chem hive, and he got revenge, killing them with his scourge hive, and then he fled to America. Eventually, as all the German contacts come over, he's like, hey, my son has gone missing, I think. Can you track him down? And so you do some legwork, and you find where he's been stashed. And you're like, ah, this cartel, these guys caught him. And they're going to, like, you know, take out his chem hive or something and, like, sell to the black market. And then you're like, wait a second. No, there's no surgery kit here. They're holding it for someone. And here's Warner Braun, looking to take him down. So they have some real tanky enemies. They've got mecha infantry, upgraded assault rifle, a lot of health, a lot of armor, executioner. Probably not the most damaging, just, you know, revolver. But even tankier, even harder to deal with. And then just, you know, for good measure, there's a captain back here who's going to be relatively tough as well with his revolver and, you know, a pretty good amount of health and armor on top of that one. So, yeah, worth noting, this camera turns that way. This camera kind of turns away as well. So you can somewhat bypass them. Tough thing's going to be this prox mine for sure. Don't have to care about security tally from, you know, this necessarily. Of course, these guards matter. We have to kill them, for sure. Don't really want to shoot a gun that's going to alert 9 people. That seems like a pretty bad idea. Yeah, got to turn off some of these stuff. Pop this mine because it's there. And then I think the play is just kind of start shooting. I mean, we could try to yield and wait and see where guys are going. I didn't actually read who was alerted here, like who became suspicious. Maybe no one does, actually. It looks like there's no one tagged. Oh, actually, interestingly, you were the one who was tagged to go say, hey, we saw a body, come investigate. I am somewhat worried about everyone else's pathing. It's like there's some value in saying, hey, I'm reasonably well hidden. Why don't we just wait this out? Only thing I'm afraid of is if you're going to turn this way, I'm going to be in a bad spot. And I don't... Well, actually, I do have look ahead. Still want to kill a sniper, though. Good damage, that's for sure. Alright, then you can just start running forward. I think you standing there is fine. Even if she turns, this is still cover, and you're out of distance. This guy, I think, is going to be okay as well. Let's just hide you. Just to be safe, let's hide you there. Well, guaranteed the kill. The rest doesn't matter. No way he gets spotted, so I can just yield a whole bunch of people right now. I don't see a reason to do any more. You're the only one who could actually be kind of scary on the turn, so I think everyone else we can... Yeah, we have so much like distance covered per move that, yeah, we can just let this all trickle away. You are just running back and forth. You're walking away from us, which is good. You are heading back. Okay. You won't see me yet, though. Actually, you're new. Ooh. I was not ready for that. I did not know that was going to be a thing. Shoot. Thankfully, we're okay for now, but that really was not ideal. Did not think about that. Okay, you're actually going to be hard, like, away, which is actually a good thing. It lets me get a lot more progress without being afraid of you. You're just standing still. You are heading towards me, so I have to actually deal with you. I'm behind this wall. You're actually in strike, which helps a lot. Please end your turn. Thank you. Alright, we have 2 guards to kill then. Well, going down to 4 AP allows me reload, shoot, shoot. This needs to happen. And I'm going to marker sights you. I should be in range. Ooh, not quite. Okay, can I get in range? Yeah, that should count. Okay. So... Actually, am I not in JTAC anymore? No, I'm okay. It looks like I'm okay. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, reload. Shoot you twice. Pistol, yes. Not a stealth crit, but still a regular crit. Marker sights you. Make that kill a little bit easier. They're just going to guard the asset, no problem. Good for you guys. Alright, yeah, so unfortunately... I think ducking out like is going to be fine. I will be in his vision cone for so little time that it won't register. Yep. Now I can run out. I can run to there. That'll work just fine. I'll get my shot. You're still unaware and not moving, so I'm not too worried just yet. I don't love the rate of our progress right now, but it's fine as long as there's not like any more escalations. It's not a huge deal. She is going to see and report this body probably. Do not have a way around that, unfortunately. Executioner knows nothing, doesn't go very far per turn. VIPs who aren't alert don't go very far. Okay, I should have no problem getting this kill. So you can't do it from there, that's fine. I think standing there is functional. Clearly gonna have the shot. You're definitely not in vision range of me. You'll see and report a body. You're getting escalation anyway, so it's kind of whatever. With 1 AP to spare, if this is like weird for some reason and I can't shoot, I can always pivot. Nope, we're totally fine. Guaranteed hit. Reload for free. Shoot for 1 action point. End the turn. +1 tally per turn is fine. This mine turns on next turn, by the way, so I gotta be careful around who's got what tools available. So 3 tally per turn as baseline. You're gonna eventually walk back toward us. You need to probably die. Now the tough thing is I only have 2 shots because of action points. So I don't have the cleanest turn here. I don't want to be on top of the mine. There's no guards here that matter yet, which is good. You're also pretty far away, so I can probably hide from you for a bit here. I think the play is just like, well, get within 20 meters. Just go take some accurate shots. Just stand in the middle here. I mean, ideally, would like to be buffed inside of JTAC. Let's move it pretty far forward then. So we can kind of like fight from here if needed. In fact, might have killed that guy, so let's actually run it even farther forward. Somewhere like... that starts to get a little dicey for me. Well, he's a basic guard, right? And I mean, how badly do I even need JTAC? I mean, it's back in 2 turns, so I should just use it anyway. So let's move it up. Let's move it up to, you know, here or something. I think that'll be fine. Put you there. I think him getting seen... him getting seen is actually not great for me. I would like my stealth attacks if I can help it. So if we stand there, we're really far from them. We're pretty far from you. We're not in that prox mine. That seems functional. Okay. We're in this buff. We can just shoot twice and then reload. What's your initial roll? 17? Oh, no, no, no. Ooh, shoot. I screwed up. Her initiative is next. If I don't get the kill, she's just going to be alert and fight me. We need to hide. Okay, so I've got to hide there then, which is not what I wanted, but I'm glad I checked before I was doing something really stupid. These guys are... You're not well covered. That could be a big problem. Well, okay, another thing I could do then. Yeah, okay. I made mistakes. Okay. We're changing the strategy. I'm actually going to go ahead and break out of this after all. Shoot once. Shoot twice. And I have Overwatch. So I can block you no matter what you do. And I don't believe it's even possible he can miss. I think he's getting that no matter what. And so that guy's going to get stuck in place. They're just kind of controlling what they can. That's fine. You are not going very far. I don't care about you. Executioner should still be chilling. Yep, okay, went much farther that turn. Sure. You're just guarding. He's for sure there, don't worry. Overwatch should work. Yep. And that's that. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, navigated that problem. Don't want to blow up mines if I can help it. Unsurprising. I want to get a lot of people in here so I can grab these loot boxes without delaying the primary, like, mission. There's a good chance the play is just going to be stand here and group up. What's your initiative, by the way? You're at 15. That's not too bad. I can beat that on most people. Once again, I have to dodge the landmines. So far, so good. So you don't see very far, which means I'm able to do something like this, where I don't mind triggering this on the way out. What I'm going to do is turn this off. I'm going to go ahead and look ahead on exactly one guy for 2 initiative. And step out to here, where he can't see me. His initiative roll is 13. She'll grab this loot. Someone's going to walk over and save him. And we'll send as many people forward as we can. You're not scary. Who's the last guy to go? Yeah, you're not scary either. This mine comes up next turn. We'll have to deal with that when it comes time for that. But for now, we're okay. We can leave the sniper back here. He's just not in a good spot no matter what. That's okay. Right, we're going to walk you there, which is clearly outside of vision range. So we'll have a decent firing line on this guy. So far, everyone's got better initiative. One person needs to sprint in and, like, for sure free this guy. I will also want to make sure I save Tactical Surge for after we free him so that he can get buffed by Tactical Surge. That should be very doable. Alright, they're searching for interference. Of course, nobody has lived to report a corpse or anything. Security devices have not seen me. So we are chilling for now. So far, so good on the stealth. Yeah, no JTAC here. We used it for this one kill. We don't have it for the next one. That's okay. All of us rolled above you on initiative, so that should be okay. You're guarding, good for you. You're guarding, good for you. You guys are still useless. I still don't care. You've moved 2 steps. That's fine. Okay, so ideally, there's 1 AP left over, so that you still have a turn for the buff. Looks like that'll work there. That'll be fine. Yes, you're going to be a little scary. Yes, you're around. Yes, you're trying to play the game. Actually, I can do some extra cheating here. I can go there. That'll let me magnet into the box, which actually gets me a little bit closer. The loot box is actually helping me get where I want to go. Okay, that'll be in range. Who are you? Don't worry about it. Who the hell are you? Too many ears. Yeah, I mean, there's a guard right there. Of course, dead men tell no tales, but still. There's our exit. Okay. So I'm going to actually delay my turn. I'm going to have this boy. Actually, you know what? No one can hear the gunfire. If no one can hear the gunfire, we're going for the shotgun then. Because you're going to run in a straight line. I mean, you can only go so far, but the nice thing is he gets the leverage buff. I think shotgun once is fine. I think for the rest of this one, I might let everyone else go for the kills and just have him run for, like, closer to the exit. I think him going there is acceptable. We can have the gunslinger do more damage here. We can kill this guy with the gunslinger and the cyberknight, right? Like, no problem. So, you're into some safety. You're still defending the asset. Good for you. You're defending the asset. Good for you. Alrighty, here is Tactical Surge on the entire team. I'm going to do a short yield to Raze. Raze is my best gunner. Let's have him try to get this kill. Which means let's go for marker sites. I can get to a spot where I still have JTAC and... It's telling me I still have JTAC at least. I have JTAC and a shot on him. But like from here he'll step out, so... I'm going to stand there. Obviously, I want to kill him. Worth noting, actually, no one's even in range for the assault rifle. You're 45 meters out? Yeah, okay. Well, Iron Grip for a little bit of pure damage, and let her rip. It's looking pretty good. Yep. No notifications of anyone hearing anything. Sweet. All right. Yep, you can walk out that way just fine. Turns out the shotgun wasn't even needed. Didn't know that, but cool to see all the same. Yeah, no one's close to me, so I can just kind of run in a straight line out this way. I don't mind that I'm not in cover, because it shouldn't matter. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Just trying to get as far as possible. Alright. The one downside is my hacker is pretty far back, but he can start walking forward next turn. And he's got to kill the landmine that I'm going to have to walk over. Money. Good. Here's an armor I can sell. Just a lot of crafting mats overall. And, 25k. Not bad either. Okay, the nice thing is the landmine just barely doesn't block you, and you can run out like this. So there's only one landmine that matters, and it's this one right here. If you don't mind getting the +1 tally and having everyone hear this and thus turn towards you, you can use like a cyber sword and use like shielded rush, and that will let you completely bypass it. Basically, I mean, you'll blow it up, right? But okay, so yeah, he's definitely stuck kind of near the back here. We didn't make him spend any action points on anything too special, but it's just a lot of movement to go for. So let's run you, so you can like get to the exit more quickly. That's going to be good enough. The eventual route's going to be going out here. I think Tactical Surge, yeah, Coordinated Charge won't be enough to clear that, so it's going to still be 2 turns. We'll be out on hopefully turn 6. Coordinated Charge should hit the team. There's no corpse timers ever running out yet, although it's probably next turn. Looking like we're getting quite a bit of pending tally here. Still defending the asset. Still unaware, though. They haven't seen anything, so we are chilling on that. I'm going to yield until I'm in coordinated charge range, which is... That'll be in reach, right? 21 meters. This thing is 22 meters. That's fine. You can keep waiting. Other guards still aren't close to me yet, although they are getting there. Time is getting a little bit shorter. Coordinated charge hits the team. That's good. So we will keep delaying until everyone's fine. No need to precast anything. One thing I do want to know actually is where one of these guards is headed. The one who's on the low ground already. Because I do care what this guy's going to do. Right, I don't know where he's headed yet. Actually, one thing I can do, by the way, is use Biomimic. Biomimic ignores mines. But for now, it's solidarity with the team. But he can actually just run past mines on his own. But without detonating them or disarming them in some other way, they're still going to be annoying for everybody else. So let's run you there. What? Wait, why? The pathing told me I was fine. That's... Game lied to me. That's too bad. I mean, it's not that much damage because we have a lot of armor, but like... How much did I actually take, right? Damage taken was... Actually, it doesn't say, but it's enough to trigger stress. Maybe not enough to trigger wound. Obviously, still not what I wanted to see. Yeah, you're heading away, so it's fine. Oh well. Oh well. I think the game lied to me, but oh well. If the escalation is turning devices back on, I'll be very, very sad. We'll have to just, like, tank another mine. I'm going to leave him in the map in case they need to throw down one of the buffs for some reason. Strike Zone from snipers turns off Overwatch. So if I somehow get, like, Giga caught for some reason that I couldn't understand, then I would have a way to, like, get around that. I'm going to go ahead and buff his initiative. Because he's going so late, I'd rather he not be stuck up there. And yeah, I don't have security scramble for another turn, so... We're obviously not evacuating until turn probably 7 anyway. So it doesn't matter what her progress is. Yeah, so a guard is missing. The protocol is 1 tally, which I don't really care about. They are dispatching some guards, though. Yeah, so this Carman does eventually go down there, but... Oh, cool. We're going to make it this turn. Well, still annoying that he got tagged. I think, you know, I don't think he deserved to. But whatever. This went pretty cleanly. The fact that we got all the way around within 6 turns is pretty nice. That's pretty cool. Definitely the, like, giant surge of action points is a big deal. Also, I think if we had won the coin flip at the start, to not get, to get that crit in phase 1, probably wouldn't have had mines quite so early, and that would have been kind of a nice look as well. But we are chilling. We rescued our Splicer's son, and we feel pretty good about it. I think in terms of actual time, this is the fastest I've ever done this mission, because I usually stay for the host in all 4 boxes, but... Well, I think you know who it is. But we wanted to protect his identity, of course. So you can basically choose how Warren feels about this. If you do this, Warren says, I hate my dad, and he gets, like, you have a merc. If you want to hire him, you can choose not to, of course. And he has a trait that says, you know, he hates his dad, and that can be a trait that can be used on, like, the mission generator at some point in time. He can just be like, I'm ambivalent. There's just no tag whatsoever. I've never picked this option, because I'd never make the save for the evac and then try again. But you can also leave this one where it's like, well, we're probably still not going to talk, but I don't hate you. And I'm just always too much of a goody two-shoes to pick anything but this option in most contexts. I want to say thanks and goodbye. The job is done. We can send him away from New Boston. So they're under the command of Clara Brock, the niece of Johann, who's the person that we killed. Johann was the person who killed his wife and the Scrooge's mom. So he's still going to be a corpse splicer contact. He's actually the one who put in my hacker's new headgear. We can get him out west. Or we can try to hire him. Of course, what's interesting, so most of these aren't in the game, but pretty much every recruit you can get right now is hand-built and has, like, specific storylines, like this one. Like, this was clearly not, like, randomly procedurally generated. It's, like, this is the mission, this is how it works. And from what I can tell, they seem to want a large number of these mercenaries to have their own story, their own storyline. I don't think they can, like, feasibly, with a 3-man dev team, actually make, like, 50 of these. I don't think they should have 50, but, like, I think it's very difficult to, like, make that much content on a very small team. But it's like, oh, yeah, Clan Brock won't forget about him. They'll take another pass. Now, what's nice is, though, is there are lots of procedurally generated style things that can fill this in pretty well, which is like, oh, they'll send headhunters after him, and you can just, like, have procedurally generated headhunter contacts, interactions, I should say. And that'll be like, oh, yeah, right, it's here because of his trait, because of his storyline, and even though it's, you know, randomly pick a headhunter group, show up on a random mission, interface with you, at a random point in time, it at least still ties back in pretty well, and I think it's actually pretty solid architecting for, like, punching above their weight. We can, stash him for now, but he is a potential recruit. Squad levels up. Thankfully, we high rolled, it seems, and he did not. Well, he probably did take stress, but maybe didn't take enough damage to take an injury or a wound. So yeah, here's the Ares Gamma Mark V. There's our level 3 shotgun. Here's a level 2 Urban Assault, which is going to be okay. We have even more of these level 2 pistols. So, there's way more than we need. Again, we never did optional hackings. This guy, all he was a souped-up Vanguard, basically. But I assume he has a stress. He has some stress on him. Let's see. Up to 50. Yeah, it's getting there. Stress 80 is limit break. This is due in 0 hours, of course. Take our safety save. Yeah, so the plan is we can, put in some XP. Right. We can hire you. He's only level 3, which kind of sucks. Level 4 is kind of sucks. These guys are, like, pretty underpowered, which is too bad. I'd say level 10 is sort of like what I would argue is the first, I don't know, let's say mid-game break point where talent points per XP really cools off. So we're getting kind of close to their builds having to be, like, kind of done. I think both level 9 and level 10, by the way, are worth 2 skill points each, but it's still, like you can see, 250 XP per level. But this allows us to max out Steamroll. Also, when we are able to do a respec because of everything else, we'd also get a single point in Downer as well and start making that go, which would be kind of nice. We could choose to path around Interference Spike and go like this, but I think keeping the talent point is fine. Either way, let's max out Steamroll. This allows it to add a move point so that even if I waste it, I get something out of this. And then, yeah, we'll path up this way because we will eventually go for Downer. Rewind is very good. Atomic Set is very good. I'm just trying different things because I've done this build so many times that I want other options. Actually, man, I would rather go Steamroll +1 and Rewind and then go for Downer. I think that's just better overall. The one downside is, let me double check something because I know, yeah, I don't get another extra talent until level 13. So I can't get Downer and Rewind and hold Interference Spike. So I could path around it and grab this point instead of this point when I respec. And so I'd go around, not take Interference, grab Rewind, and then at 13, I would probably just go for Atomic Stutter, actually. Or even just go for Stutter instead of Interference Spike. The reason I would keep Interference Spike is because it lets me path through. I would basically get this instead of this. And it's like, you know, actually useful here, right? But I don't actually save points. I just save a talent limit. And like will is of relatively low value. It's some stress resist, which is kind of whatever. But yeah, I can totally play it where I path up here, grab these things, drop interference spike, go downer, or, you know, grab this, go downer, and drop interference spike, something like that. The proactive removal of initiative and Overwatch is good, but don't have to run it. Either way, nothing else I can learn, so I might as well grab this point no matter what. I know I could have gone here, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. You didn't level up. You did. Gunslinger, Soldier, multi-class. Yeah, we've taken AoE marker sites. I'm moving towards Savagery now. So we can go ahead and say, here, if you get a kill, you're cooler. You get some damage. We're going to bump these, right? At 10, we can grab both of these. At 12, we can get this. 13, 14, 15 with the charge. Eventually get some more action points. Fun things long term. Our sniper, we've already taken all the normal buffs. In fact, at some point I need to unlearn Skull Shot because I'm not holding any gear that would do anything here. I'm going to have this guy do similar stuff where I think he can also go towards this side. Now, he's actually at the talent limit, so I'd have to actually unlearn Marker Sights and Iron Grip to go here, which is a viable option, but for now I have nothing else to do except go into Marker Sights, so I will. But theoretically, I can do some respecking and free up some of this, right? If, like, keep in mind that my actual, like, Gunslinger Soldier, he has to go this way to get into Coordinated Charge, and so we can choose to make him the more supportive guy, where he's like, yeah, I'm Coordinated Charge and Marker Sights, and, like, I don't know, I just don't have that much else going on. I'll just like hold Overwatch and it's fine. And then for the other one, I can say, actually, no, you're, you know, taking the sniper stuff. Okay, fine. You don't have to go Marker Sights. You don't have to go Iron Grip. It's good. But, you know, we can spend more points here sooner. And so I can save, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll allow me to get, you know, these points so far and then eventually path forward. Anyway, that's for later. Yeah, these guys aren't being trained yet. We can eventually decide what to do with these other recruits here, right? These two can eventually be recruited. I do want these guys when I can, but it's not an immediate rush here. We have some files we can sell. Cool. There's some money. Here's some more money. Here's some blueprints. Let's see. Do I have items that are even sellable? No. Armor. Full auto and crit bonus damage. Like, theoretically, if I do some armor crafting, this is a decent set of intrinsics. It has okay armor. I mean, actually, it's got very poor armor, but it's +3 initiative and a lot of damage. This is a solid intrinsic. This is craftable. Depends on when we need the money, of course. But it's, you know, quite good for that. For weapon mods, we've got quite a few. Most of these I would actually craft, but again, everything that's epic and legendary, I'd want to sell to somebody who can take a limit break, so I need to kind of wait on that one. Weapons, kind of a similar boat. Again, I would actually craft this theoretically. I don't need both shotguns. I don't need as many pistols. I don't need as many of all this stuff. But we're just not there just yet. Worth noting that, yeah, if you want to like compare to a pistol, right? The semi-auto, like single target damage here. This is the pistol up top. This is the SMG at the bottom. The pistol is actually less accurate. The pistol actually does less damage, right? The only thing we're losing is for range, which does matter, don't get me wrong. But like, well, the SMG is actually sweet. This SMG does more single target damage than a level 2 pistol, so cool stuff. Again, range matters, especially because the silencer drops 2 range off, so that really matters. You also get the upside of being able to go full auto, so hey, you know, reasonable, but you know, it's good as a stealth weapon, right? It's good as a slightly better pistol that can go full auto sometimes. You lose 15 damage per bullet on full auto, so you're going down to 71 per shot, which is, I mean, 71 times 3 is still 200 something. It's still more than this, but barely. Like, per action point, single target twice is better than full auto in one target. You have to be hitting 2 targets for it to matter at all, and they got to be within range. The shred is okay. It's, you know, at least exists. It's not 0. Also of value. Yeah, it's still only 4 shots in the magazine as well. There are some SMGs that have 6. Well, maybe it's the assault rifles that have 6, but whatever. We have this Orbit Assault. This is actually one of the first, like, pretty good crafts. Having some built-in pure damage is really nice. I mean, you compare it to the SMG. Here, let's put the SMG at the bottom and the Urban Assault at the top. You know, like, by going for an Urban Assault, okay, our single target's worse, but we're not buying this for single target. For full auto, more accurate, more damage, pure damage, more shred, same range, bigger arc, more bullets. Reload is identical. Recoil is worse, so you have to do recoil management, but that's it. Handle recoil management, and it's just strictly better in every single situation outside of single target, and even then, it's like minus accuracy, but total damage is higher because of pure damage. So as long as you can handle accuracy, which, you know, maybe you can't, but if you can, you're gaming. So if you're going full auto, you really want to try to get a, like, actual primary for full auto, and then just handle stealth with something else. It's why I don't like SMGs that much, is their one upside is something that, like, you can just use an urban assault for. They're not bad per se, but they're just harder to use. Like, harder to get a lot of value out of. Okay, so next episode's going to be running this mission, and then letting my base construction go for a little bit further, trying to get my SimStream trainer done in time, which should be possible. SimStream trainer takes 6 days. This is due in 7.5, so we can get it done, and then put my new hacker into the bench, get XP for this, get XP for this, and whatever other mission is offered should all be fine. So that'll be next time. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.